All right, the Korean market close just fired a major warning shot for the US Open. Forget the headlines you're seeing about the KOSPI. The real story is a 1.35 trillion won extraction by foreign money. So what does that mean for the tech session tonight? Let's get into it. What we're looking at is a textbook divergence. The main index looks healthy, but the smart money, they're slipping out the back door. This is a classic setup for a sell-on news trap, where a good headline is used as cover to sell off positions, leaving everyone else holding the bag. So, here's how we're going to break this down. It's a 5-phase briefing. We'll look at the sector coupling, investigate the money flow, lay out the battle plan, run a final checklist, and then plan the extraction. Okay, phase 1, sector coupling. While everyone was watching the KOSPI itself, the real signal, the one that matters for us, was firing deep inside the semiconductor supply chain. This is where the whole story begins. And boom, here it is. SK Hynix, a critical supply chain node for US tech, posted a massive plus 7.03% gain. That's our shock number. Now, on the surface, this looks like pure hype for the US tech session, right? But price is only half the story. To see the truth, you have to follow the flow. You have to follow the money. Let's move to phase 2, the investigation. We're activating what I call the canary protocol. We've got a positive price signal fighting a negative capital flow. That conflict is our canary in the coal mine, and it's screaming that something is off. This right here is a pure alpha signal. It means the giants are making moves before the rest of the market has a clue. You've got this huge rally in AI hardware, but the institutional money is actually pulling back. It smells like a potential bull trap built on a very shaky foundation. And that foundation is cracking because of rising energy costs. And here's the culprit. Rising energy prices. This puts a squeeze on the entire global system. Now, there's a strong negative correlation here with a row of negative 0.78 between foreign capital and Brent crude. In plain English, as the price of oil goes up, institutional money is flowing out of the market. They're de-risking. So if the institutions are selling 1.35 trillion, who's buying? We'll take a look. Retail investors jumped in with 1.4 trillion. The institutions use that retail enthusiasm as the perfect exit liquidity to de-risk right before the big Nvidia GTC event. And here's the final piece of evidence. While you see all this green on the screen for Samsung and SK Hynix, look at the short selling volume. A staggering 145.6 billion won on Samsung and 78.1 billion on SK Hynix. This isn't confidence. This is institutional money hedging their bets for a sharp reversal. So it all comes down to this: a showdown. The supply chain is screaming bull, driven by hardware excitement. But the capital flow is whispering bear as the big money quietly slips away. The winner of this fight is going to define tonight's US market open. Analysis complete. Now for the battle plan. The order is simple. Do not trade the headline. Trade the supply chain. Listen up, here are your execution parameters. Step 1, entry is above 25,288.41 on NASDAQ 100 futures. Step 2, exit is below 24,950, or a failure to hold that level on a 15-minute close. Step 3, invalidation. If we're stuck in the chop zone between those two numbers, we stand down. Cash is a position. Watch the US 10-year yield. A break above 4.3% confirms the bear case. Monitor the U.S. industrial production data. Invalidate any long positions if the NASDAQ fractures our key pivot. Phase 4, the final checklist. We do not engage without final confirmation. One last systems check before the U.S. Open. This is the final confirmation. Watch Nvidia's pre-market action. If price is falling while volume spikes, it confirms the institutional selling is carrying over from Asia. We log the final result at 0630 EST. No exceptions. And now, the final phase. Extraction. The signal is locked, the plan is set. It's all down to execution. That's the briefing. We've connected the dots from the Asian close to the US Open. If you want this kind of intelligence delivered every single day before the New York bell, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you on the next one.